Hi everyone, Cosmic Mango here, your favorite mango from outer space. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. In this video, I'm going to be discussing my opinion on several commanders that I believe to be both unique and fun to play. Commander's all about having a good time, yeah? And these commanders listed are something fun and different you can bring to the table to help make those commander games a little bit more interesting. If you're into unique commanders, then you will love this video. So, without further ado, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Number 1. Grothama, All-Devouring, a legendary worm creature that costs 2 green and 3 generic mana to cast. It has 10 power and 8 toughness and says the following. Other creatures have, whenever this creature attacks, you may have it fight Grothama, All-Devouring. When Grothama leaves the battlefield, each player draws cards equal to the amount of damage dealt to Grothama this turn by sources they controlled. This creature is gigantic and only costs a total of 5 mana to cast. This one alone makes it pretty unique. However, its ability is the gem here, super different indeed. Grothama being so huge means it will often stand tall on the board as the largest creature in play with its whopping 10 power. You can draw a heck of a lot of cards in a Grothama deck and use your large hand size to throw onto the board even more larger creatures, until eventually you trample all over your opponent's life totals and win. You can buy this commander for around $7. Number 2. Phage the Untouchable, a legendary avatar minion creature that costs 4 black and 3 generic mana to cast. She has 4 power and 4 toughness and says the following. When Phage the Untouchable enters the battlefield, if you didn't cast it from your hand, you lose the game. Whenever Phage deals combat damage to a creature, destroy that creature. It can't be regenerated. Whenever Phage deals combat damage to a player, that player loses the game. So this card just screams unique. The first line makes it so different to any other commander that you may be used to seeing. Then we get those 2 pretty sweet effects as well, Pseudo Death Touch and the one-hit KO opponent effect. The one-hit KO opponent being the very cool part here. Give Phage unblockable and you're going to be having a very good time. Your opponents won't be, but you will be. Now, what makes her so unique is the fact that she's incredibly hard to cast as your commander. Almost impossible, making the deck building a real challenge, which for some players is always fun. Here's a tip though, try using Command Beacon to get her into your hand. Thank me later. You can buy this commander for around $6.50. Number 3. Kelsien the Plague, a legendary human assassin creature that costs 1 black, 1 white, 1 red mana to cast. He has 2 power and 2 toughness and says the following. Vigilance, haste. Kelsien the Plague gets +1/+1 for each experience counter you have. For tap, Kelsien deals 1 damage to target creature you don't control. When that creature dies its turn, you get an experience counter. Kelsien is a true assassin and a unique card to boot. The trick is to give Kelsien Death Touch and then quietly sit in the background sniping opponents' creatures down with ease, while watching Kelsien stack up a huge amount of counters. Eventually, you can even swing for commander damage to knock out your opponents. Kelsien offers a slow game plan that takes time to get the ball rolling. But when the ball gets rolling, this commander is an absolute blast to pilot. He offers great control and can be built in numerous ways. You can buy this commander for around $2.50. Number 4. Tetsuko Imara, Fugitive, a legendary human rogue creature that costs 1 blue and 1 generic mana to cast. She has 1 power and 3 toughness and says the following. Creatures you control with power or toughness 1 or less can't be blocked. Tetsuko offers a unique experience as she allows you to build a deck full of little creatures with 1 or less power or toughness to create an army of fearless unblockables to eat away at your opponent's life totals. Of course, there are many other ways you can abuse this unique trigger, such as running creatures that have nice effects that pop when dealing combat damage to an opponent, or perhaps even running the hated infect mechanic. Tetsuko allows us to create threats early on and establish a wide board presence very fast. You can buy this commander for around 35 cents. Number 5, Captain Rex Nebula, a legendary human pilot employee that costs 1 white, 1 red, and 1 generic mana to cast. He has 2 power and 2 toughness and says the following. At the beginning of combat on your turn, choose target non-land permanent you control. Until the end of the turn, it becomes a vehicle artifact with base, power, and toughness, each equal to its mana value, and it gains crew 2 and crash land. Whenever this vehicle deals damage, roll a 6-sided die. If the result is equal to this vehicle's mana value, sacrifice this vehicle. Then it deals that much damage to any target. Ooh, a lot of text here. Vehicle-based commanders are incredibly rare, making Rex Nebula very unique. The crash land ability is so fun to play around, and every time you run this commander, you're going to see someone smiling on the table. Rex is just that unique. You can buy this commander for around 50 cents. Number 6, Lord Windgrace, a legendary planeswalker who can be our commander that costs 1 green, 1 red, 1 black, and 2 generic mana to cast. He enters the battlefield with 5 loyalty counters. It says the following. For +2, discard a card, then draw a card. If a land card is discarded this way, draw an additional card. For -3, return up to 2 target land cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. For -11, destroy up to 6 target non-land permanents, then create 6 2/2 green cat warrior creature tokens with Forest Walk. Lord Windgrace can be your commander. Being a planeswalker that can be your commander is pretty rare to find, not many exist. Windgrace makes an excellent landfall commander, boasting some very nice and unique abilities. All 3 abilities feel relevant and very strong. With Windgrace, we are gifted with card advantage, land combos, and a very nice removal which rewards us with token creatures, with Forest Walk, which is very cool. A lot of great stuff on this planeswalker, and you can buy this commander for around $5. Number 7, Isu the Abominable, a legendary Yeti snow creature that costs 2 blue and 3 generic mana to cast. It has 5 power and 5 toughness and says the following. You may look at the top card of your library at any time. You may place snow lands and cast snow spells from the top of your library. Whenever another snow permanent enters the battlefield under your control, you may pay 1 green, 1 white, or 1 blue. If you do, put a +1/+1 counter on Isu the Abominable. A Yeti commander is something hard to find in Magic the Gathering, and Isu rocks it well. Isu's first 2 abilities are very nice and offer great power which synergize very well together. And the third ability being pretty good as well, the icing on the cake if you will. The main focus of an Isu deck, in my opinion, revolves around manipulating the top of our library with snow permanents to generate incredible card advantage and eventually snowball to a win. Get it? Snowball? Because Isu is a Yeti? Yeah. Very funny, I know. Thank you. You can buy this commander for around $2.80. Number 8, the final card on my list, Yusri, Fortune's Flame. A legendary Efreet creature that costs 1 blue, 1 red, and 1 generic mana to cast. It has 2 power and 3 toughness and says the following. Flying. Whenever Yusri's Fortune's Flame attacks, choose a number between 1 and 5. Flip that many coins. For each flip you win, draw a card. For each flip you lose, Yusri deals 2 damage to you. If you want 5 flips this way, you may cast spells from your hand this turn without paying their mana costs. What a cool commander, super explosive and very unique, a real gamble to play, bound to get the adrenaline kicking in. Yusri offers a fun and very random piloting experience. Just don't get too ahead of yourself, because you can use a lot of life if the coin flips don't go in your favour. If you're into randomness, then you will love this commander. It is a lot of fun, trust me. And you can buy this commander for around 50 cents, making it very budget friendly. Okie dokie everyone, that is the end of my list. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, would you kindly drop a like and subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers. It's a huge goal of mine, and making that milestone would be amazing. I would love to know if you have any unique and fun commanders you would like to share. If you do, please share them in the comment section below. I love reading your comments, and I always try to answer all the comments I can. Thanks for watching everyone, and as always, take care and goodbye.